seem like I'm a cunt. You're not wrong. But I'm a cunt for the right reason. Never a cunt unwarranted. That's my rule. It's good to have your own rules, especially when you break them. See, I don't follow any rules, even my own. Go on, baby. Go on. You can go. Oh no, you're on your phone. Never mind. Never mind. I should have known you were on your phone. I should have known you'd be on your phone. I should have known. Everybody's on their phone all the time. See, I'm very polemical, you guys, because I'm not going to hold back when it comes to society's demise. Whine, whine, whine online, that's all they do. And I guess it probably seems that I'm doing the same thing on this channel. But I like to think that at least I'm being creative about it, putting out content even if nobody watches it. I'm kidding, y'all watch it, don't you? You love me. You have to love me in order to put up with this shit. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. If only the sheep would listen to me. But they won't. No, they won't. No, they won't. It's true. Like I said, when it comes to convenience, nobody can be inconvenienced. You know, we have it so hard. It's like most people have no idea what actual hardship looks like. If you want proof of that, like, just look at all the medication people are on. It's just ridiculous. It's like, whenever I tell people that I'm schizophrenic, I literally, like, count the seconds before people ask me the ever so popular question, so you take your medication, right? That's why you're functioning. It's because you take your medication. My medication is the scripture, you piece of shit. I mean, it pisses me off, y'all. It pisses me all the way off. But I have to be nice about it because, you know, we live in a society that's totally brainwashed because of modern medicine. So they think that, you know, especially if you're schizo, because that's like the worst one, because we know shit, that's why. But they hate it when you know shit. They hate it. And usually that shit that you know involves the authorities that they tell you that we're the baddies. We're the ones that you need to be afraid of, right? All this crazy rocking back and forth that we do, all these crazy motor tics that we have, and our like, you know, little clicky sounds and clang and all that shit. Yeah, it's so threatening. It's so threatening. Schizophrenia is threatening to authority figures and is threatening to the sheep. Okay? So, yeah, I hope I piss people off. I hope you cut yourself. Why don't you cut yourself? Take an X-Acto knife and cut yourself in the shape of my face. Okay? Do that. They won't, but I'm just saying that they should. Anyway. When you live in a society that's constantly shitting on you because you have the audacity to question the narrative and all of the powers that be, when you live in a society that's that stupid, and then you have people that are calling themselves conspiracy theorists or jokingly saying they're schizo or whatever, and or using the term schizo as a pejorative, which most of them do. It's like, if you use the term schizo as a pejorative, you're basically proving how brainwashed you are by the social structure that we live in, because you are just going along with what you've been told about things, okay? So how is that any different than going along with, like, the COVID narrative? How is that any different from going along with, like, whatever the news media is talking about? But everybody wants to be right. Like, they love it because it's comforting to them. You understand? It's comforting for them to think that they understand the world. It's comforting for them to think that they know what's going on. And it doesn't matter, like, how much I might know that other people don't know. I still don't know. Like, I'm still, like, humble enough, though you can't really brag about humility, but I like to think that I'm pretty well aware of the fact that I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter, like, how much you can predict. It's like, God can switch it all up on a whim. He's God. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. That's what's so amazing about him. So people that think that they figured everything out, I mean, you're just kind of proving that you don't trust God, because, like, only God knows what's going to happen. Only God knows when the world is going to end. Only God knows how this is all going to transpire. So I speculate that the mark of the beast is the smartphone, but I could be totally wrong. I speculate that the technology is the Antichrist, but I could be totally wrong. Okay? So there's the book of Revelations, and then you have Amy Gross's separate book of speculations, which we'll never write down, because we're not motivated. But I think that what makes me, I don't want to say trustworthy, but you can rely on me to admit the fact that I don't know. And I think that that's probably the most responsible statement that anybody could make. We don't know. And so all these people that think that they have the answer, they have, like, the timeline. I see that a lot. People that have their fucking whiteboards out with, like, well, this is going to happen on this date because of this thing that happened, 50 years ago or whatever the fuck. I mean, maybe they're right. Who knows? But if they're wrong, then they just misled a bunch of people that watched their video. It's like, whenever you think about this channel, all I do is talk shit, honey. I'm not claiming I know any motherfucking thing. Like I said, this is Amy Gross's book of speculations. Alright? You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to like my perspective if you don't leave. Bye. I'm not upset. Not that she would care if I was, but you're already gone, right? You're already gone. Good riddance, bitch. But yeah, I mean, everybody is allowed to have their perspective. Everybody's allowed to have their opinion about everything. Okay? But the fact that people are just making these bold declarations about every motherfucking thing, and it's just so obvious with the media, every single time that something happens in the news, it's like, I'm laughing about it. I have the complete opposite reaction of everybody else in society because I'm just laughing because it's so predictable, And it's not like I don't care about human life, I really do care about human life, so I don't have a smartphone.